Hello everyone. So in the previous video, we talked about Node.js introduction. What Node.js is and to whom this course, like those who can take this course and or follow the playlist, and how what we will cover in this entire tutorial and series, and like how we will be covering or moving step by step. So today is the first actual lesson of this tutorial series. We will be doing Node.js installation, and once the installation is done, we will be confirming if it is done or not, and we will be setting up our first Node.js project. So now let's head back to the screen. So first of all, your system should have Node.js installed in your system. So how do we do this? For this, you simply first we need we need to go to Node.js. We can simply search Node.js download, and we will go to Node.js official website. And in this official website, once you click and when you scroll down, I guess there is some connection issue, no issues. So once you scroll down, you will find different options for different operating systems. Like we have Windows, Mac OS, then we have Linux, and then we have the processor bit, like 32-bit, 64-bit. So most of the nowadays only 64-bit systems are there, so I recommend using a 64-bit architecture. And if depending upon your operating system, you can select it, and once it is done, you can just simply download the installer file. I have already done this. Once installer file is downloaded, it will be asking for basic steps, like you have done installed multiple antiviruses and multiple softwares in your system. So you just have to follow those steps, and or let me show you how we can do this. Once it is getting downloaded, meanwhile let me show you once it is installed, how we can confirm Node.js is installed on system. So simply in your PC search, simply press Windows plus R, or open the command prompt. You can open it multiple way. You can simply search cmd and you can press enter, and another option is you press Windows R, then this run option comes here. You type cmd, then you can press control. Okay, and then we have another option. Simply in your start, you will find it somewhere around. Okay, it's not coming here in my start menu, so you can simply search command, and you will find it on the top, command prompt. So you can just simply right click or open run as a admin, or you can run as a normal user. Once it is open, this black screen will appear, and now you just simply type node-v. So it will tell you Node.js is installed and its version 20.9 is installed in the system. Okay, Node every year Node gives keep updating their version, and we should always start working on even versions. We next sometime later we might get version 21.9, then we will get 22. So stable versions are always considered 22, and don't go for the suppose recently Node.js has rolled out version 22. So at least start, you should not go immediately on this. You can start working on version 20, or you can find on website which version works for you. Most probably I will suggest 20 is enough, fair enough for performing all the tasks. There will be no further issues coming when you will use this version. So I will go with, in this tutorial series we will be covering with version 20.9. so I guess my installation, my internet is causing some issue because of this. No issues. You can just simply do the setup as So now Node.js setup is done on the system. We confirmed it using version 20.9 by pressing Node.js hyphen B. We can also check it using like node hyphen version. It will give me the same result, which is version 20.9.0. Now let's move to like setting up our first project in Node.js. So in a suitable directory wherever you want, you can simply just create one folder, and in this particular folder, suppose I already have one folder for my students, but now I'm creating fresh for this tutorial series. So I will be naming it as node_js, and I will be like let me rename it and move it to node_js tutorial. And now this is the project. Now I pre-assume like you have some basic knowledge of JavaScript, and along with that I will try like you just if you are like having just basic knowledge, no issues. Whenever I will be coding with you, I will just let you know like why I'm doing this, and I will also let you know some tips how you can start like make your fundamentals good in JavaScript. So in Node.js tutorial, you just have to install one more tool with this. I hope this is installed. It is like VS Code. So VS Code, simply for installing VS Code also, you can visit official website. You just type Visual Studio Code, download, and you will be redirected to VS Code's official website. From there you can just download, and you will find different options, like you have Windows, or like if you have Linux or you have Mac with you. Based on your system architecture, you can download. I would recommend like Windows. If it is Windows, then 64-bit system is the recommended one. So I have both the setups ready in my system. So I will be opening VS Code with the folder which I have created. There are two options. First option is like during the installation, if you have there in VS Code, when you are installing, you will find one option put in start menu. So you just select it, and then once it if you select this menu during installation, so if you will right click on it, you will find an option add it to your this right click options, which is like open with VS Code. You can open it here directly. Then we have another option for opening. If you find it difficult, you can just simply go into, in case you forget to check that particular box and VS Code is not appearing in this list, no issues, no need to worry. So you can simply do one thing. Once you just open this folder, you go into the address bar, and in this address bar simply type cmd. Now the command prompt will open in this particular directory, and as you can see the path of Node.js, like this particular cmd is Gaurav programming, and this is the folder which we just recently created. So now in order to set up a new project, a simple command npm init. npm is node package manager, which is like for every JavaScript framework, whether it is React, whether it is Vue, whether it is Angular. For all the JavaScript frameworks, we have one package manager which helps us to install different packages. What is a package? I will let you know once we just move. I will let you know. So simply do npm init, and once we press it, so it will be asking us like what will be the package name. So by you can give it any package name. I will give it my first node project. Then it will be asking the version. No need to do anything, just press enter. Then description, if you want to provide some kind of description to this project, it's fine. If else, you can just simply press enter. Entry point, like server, when you are setting a server or backend program, you need to define like what should be your like entry file in the system in this particular code base. So like you have multiple options, but generally people go for with two options, either with index.js or with server.js. So I will go with the default index.js. I will simply press enter, test command no need to provide, we can keep it for later. And git repository as of now not required. Then keywords again not required. Author, you can type either your name or your organization name. So like here I will be providing my name Gaurav. And then license, you don't need to, just simply press enter. And now it will be verifying the things, like these are the details you provided in. If you are okay with them, you just simply press yes. So I am here, I'm just pressing yes. So how we will get to know this our project setup is done? So once you close the command prompt, you will find there is one file is created named package.json. So simply we have already opened this folder in VS Code. Now in VS Code you will find file package.json. So now in order to proceed further, let me introduce with like what package.json file does. First, with every JavaScript framework, again taking the name React, Angular or Vue.js, in every, or whether it is Node, and further coming also JavaScript frameworks as well, if they are coming, like there is one fixed file which is like package.json. This is the like first file which is created whenever we are setting a new project, setting up a new Node project. So in this Node project, you can see all the details are like meta information about our project which we gave just few minutes back. You can find it. Then we have one script section. What is the role of this section? Once we create our setup and we will move further, I will let you know. So in order to proceed further, how now our one file is sent, is our setup is done? No, it is not done. So what else we have to do? So now our package.json file is done. As you remember, like in entry file we created, like we just selected one option, index.js, and here also in package.json you will find our main file is index.js. So we have to create one file in the root directory of our project named index.js. So I have created one. What is root directory? Root directory is nothing, simply the main folder in which we just set up our initial project. So it is, we call it the root directory or the main directory or the initial directory, but majorly in the terms of development we call it as a root directory. So this is the root directory. As you can find, there are two files in VS Code also. There are two files in the setup. Now in order to set up further, we need certain packages. So now how do we get those packages into a system? So in order to install those packages, we need to take help of terminal. So how we use, like open this terminal, there are multiple options. So first option is like we just click on this simply three dots, and then we will find a terminal, and we click on new terminal. And another option is like in keyboard, you just press Control and the button next to button on the left side of numeric 1 on your keyboard top. Let me show you using on screen keyboard. So Control and this key, Control and this key. So this will open the terminal. So now terminal is open in our system, and we have to install certain package. So in order to give like detail about each package, once there is requirement of one particular package, I will install it and let you know like what are the usages of this particular project package, and then we'll proceed. So first package we need to install is Express. In order to install, we have command npm node package manager install package name. So our package name is Express. In short, we can also write I instead of entire install. So npm I Express. So I just simply press enter, and it will keep start downloading in the background. And once it is done, see, now you can see another folder appeared in the system, which is node_modules. Again, in every JavaScript framework you will find it whenever we install some certain packages. Node.js node underscore module folder appears. What is the role of this folder? Actually, this folder contains all the files related to our dependencies and sub dependencies. So like recently we just installed one package called Express. Now here in our project like package.json file, there is one more key created, which is dependencies. In dependencies we have Express. We just installed one package. This is Express, but Express itself has certain further dependencies. So what it did during the installation part, Express internally installed all the dependencies on which Express depends. So node module folder contains all the files related to each and every dependency installed in our project and sub dependencies of each dependency which we installed in our project. Like simple example, we just installed Express, and in Express again, Express has its own package.json file, and if we check it, in Express has this many dependencies. So all the dependencies folder will be installed in our project so that Express can function properly. So now we don't need to go in much deep into this. So now we have created this file index.js, and now again we created only one file, package.json. Another file, package-log.json is created. What is the role of this file? Again, this is like similar to package.json, but package.json only has like information about our project's dependencies. But as we already know, like dependencies which are there in our project also have their own dependencies. So package.log.json file contains all metadata about all the dependencies installed in our system. So now files are created. Now we will move to index.js file. Now giving you a real-time example, suppose we are preparing a dish in our kitchen. Okay, so in kitchen we have gas stove, then we need certain raw materials. Okay, so like we need different kind of vegetables, then we need different kind of salts, then we need different kind of spices. So suppose index.js file is our main file, and we need certain dependencies in this particular file. How we need to bring in those dependencies in this file? So how we bring those dependencies? Simply type const. This is how we declare a variable. Then in like common JS JavaScript, you simply need to, in order to import a particular module, you need to write require. But in ES6, like latest standard which is being used nowadays, or like whenever you will install, if you are already with React.js, you find import for this. So by default, Node applications are like using like standard JavaScript only, but if you want, you can convert it to ES6, and you can take care like help of import functionalities as well. But here I will be using the require syntax only. So like I have imported Express, and now using Express I will create one app instance, which is like I just created, and now I have created one app. Now this app needs to listen to a particular point. So I create app.listen. What does this mean? So now I created the server. Now I set up my backend, and this backend is listening on this particular port. Now question comes is, what is a port? So port is, suppose like your system, your laptop is there. In your laptop there are n number of applications are there. You have Excel, you have like some other folders, like talking about my system only, I have installed different applications, like I have this Proton Mail, then I have TechSmith, where I have installed VLC Media Player, I have Adobe. all of these applications are somehow like connecting to internet. Okay, so now whenever like they need to like outside world is there, like you wonder like how whenever you open a particular program, then a pop-up appears for like update. How this is happening? Actually internet is sending a request to your application, but how internet knows like when you will send this particular request to this app, then a particular pop-up has to be open in your system. So like every app has one port. Our system assigns one port through which our application communicates to the internet. So suppose we have like in this application we have assigned port number 3000. Our system has n number of ports from like 1 to like in lakhs we can also use. So but there are some pre-reserved ports like from like 0 to 2000 are considered for like system activities, like our windows operation. For window operations we don't use them. Above 2000 we can simply use freely. So here we have assigned port number 3000. It means like if traffic comes on this particular port from internet in our system, then definitely our application, our Node.js application will listen. Let me show you how. So now we have created one instance of this app. Now what I'm doing, so I have done this, and now I want to start my application. How I do start? I do have two options again. First, in the terminal only simply press node and name of our main file. So main file is index.js, so I will simply put index.js. See, you see the similar line, servers is running on port 3000. Another option to start as first is another option I will show you like how we can start the server. First we have to simply close it, and now in package.json I told you like what is the role of scripts. So I will show you. So now I am just writing one script named start, and it says like the command which I already used for like starting my Node.js. So I just simply wrote a node index.js. So simply now I just have to tell npm and my script, and it will start working like npm and then the script name. I did this, and now it will perform the same action which we did. So this is the role of scripts. We can add multiple script. Like if you are from front-end environment, you will find it like we may use a script for building the project, we use a script for starting the project. Okay, in Node again we are using it for starting. If we have set up some testing in this, we can use for testing purpose as well. So now our application is ready and need to be served. So now I was saying that our application is listening on this particular port. So how we can confirm this? So simply in the browser, system is on my machine and my machine is referred as localhost. So I will simply put http:/localhost, and I put it as 3000. So now you see it is hello world is printing, but here it is printing on the server. I want to send it to the browser, whoever is calling the server. So what I'll do, I will simply put, instead of this I will do response.send hello world. So if I try it again, see, nothing will happen. See, request is coming here, but it is not appearing here. Why? Again I am trying. It's not coming here. So let me try another way. What I do, I simply close it, terminate the system, and I simply do npm start again. Again it appeared server is running on port this, and now again if I put it, I hit the server, I got the response. Why this happens? Actually initially when I made the changes, my server didn't restart, and because of which it did not sure like make those changes live. So problem with this, and every time we are making any changes, and once we save those changes, we need to restart the server. But this creates a really big problem with us when our code base, it is like 5 to 6 line code, but when our page code base goes to 1000 lines, 2000 lines, and then problem arises. What problem arises? Like we just simply forgot to restart the server, and we keep changing, and now changes are not reflecting on real environment, and developers got furious. Why this is not working? So in order to tackle the process or this problem, we have another package. We install it, we call it nodeman. So I am installing npm nodeman. So package is getting installed. Meanwhile, let me tell you how we use this project, this particular library. So we simply has to like earlier what we were doing, we were starting the project with the help of node. Now instead of node we will use nodemon. Simple. And we will simply put npm start. Now this time, earlier node index.js was appearing. Now this time nodemon index.js has appeared, and now our project is started with the help of nodemon. And now suppose I made one change, I reflect it here. Now again I am changing it to hello world nodemon. If I save it, I don't need to restart my server. I simply make the call and I got the response. So this is the beauty of using nodemon library within, or nodemon package within our backend server. So, and now now many of you are wondering like what is the role of express. So express is helping us out in setting up the server. If express is not there, then in order to this functionality we need to write like at least 30 to 40 line of code. But with the help of express we just did it in 5 to 6 lines. So express is again sub framework of node, with the help of which it makes our server Node.js development easy. It provides our this request and response object, and it also provide us a way to like create one application which can listen on our desired port. Also express help us to for providing us middlewares. So I hope this is all for today's session, and we will be meeting soon. I hope you like the content, and once if you are liking it, you just subscribe it so that you can get updates about further videos. And thanks for watching. Bye.